There was a wedding brawl in Philadelphia. It turns out that there were two separate wedding parties. It's kind of unclear as to how it started, but the uncle of one of the brides actually ended up dying of a heart attack at the wedding. And, you know, he wasn't directly involved in the brawl, but it just sounded like a complete nightmare. We have a video explaining more.
Disaster. How's that for the best day of your life?
Weddings are rarely anyone's best day of their lives. Actually, I don't think anyone has their wedding as the best day of their life.
Oh, you're overdoing it.
No, I'm not overdoing it.
No,
I'm being
sure
100%.
that there are a lot of women.
It's stressful. It costs too much money. People are bitching. You have all these obligations. You have to like accommodate to people that you don't even like and you haven't even seen for years. Weddings suck.
And sometimes they're in Philly and everybody gets their ass kicked and the police come with batons and tasers. Okay, I can get a sense you're a little down on weddings. Look, weddings can be fun. If you said there isn't a single man who would say that their best day of their life was a wedding, you probably wouldn't be that far off.
Of course.
But are there some women who are absolutely, orgasmic? We're like, oh, my wedding, I had the dress and I had everything went great. Oh, my wedding. Yeah, I bet there's 12% of women who think it was the best day of their lives.
I would say more, and those women need to find something better to do with their time.
Damn!
Really, that one day is going to be the best day of your life. What about the day that you take off for your awesome honeymoon? Wouldn't that be better than like having to deal with all this bullshit?
How about the day your kids are born?
The day your kids are born. But that's true. Like, that's so much more important than this ridiculous event that you have to impress everyone with.
Yeah,
anyway,
look, but I agree with you because the whole impressing people thing, it really bothers me completely. So I'm actually with you on your anti-wedding rant. So now this one was even a little bit more disastrous than the average one. Look, if it wasn't for the uncle dying, which of course is a shame, he didn't get beat to death. He went outside and had a heart attack. Was it related to all this? It could be. Could it be unrelated? It also could be that. But if it wasn't for that, it'd be kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, it's a badass wedding. It's a bunch of Italian guys in Philly, and they go to work on each other.
No, disagree.
And one of the guys the brother of the groom got tased by the cops. Mm-hmm. And people are wondering, is it police brutality? Did they go too far?
They had to call for backup several times. They could not control the crowd.
There's over 100 people in that melee. And they're out of control. I mean, look, I know we get on the cops if they shoot the guy in the wheelchair, etc. But this isn't a guy in a wheelchair. This is 100 guys who are drunk Italians in South Philly. You're going to have issues.
Exactly.
Okay. I made up the fact that it was in South Philly, and they're not all Italians. But nonetheless, okay. And so I think that's why they have batons. Like, if the cops tell you to cut it out, and it's in the middle of an absolute chaotic mess, cut it out. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they're going to have to use it on you.